Hey, welcome back Special Tech fans. In this week's video, we're going to be doing a video about this engine. Before I get into it, I want to say we are so close to 100 subs. I would appreciate it if you finished it the rest of the way. So, let's get into it. In this week's video, it's going to be about this thing. This engine. It's a Honda G80. You may think that is not a G80 M3. It's a G80 engine. I found this thing in an old barn that it would not run. In fact, this thing, guess there's no air filter on this, by the way. Had no compression. It was a mess, but it was free. The first thing I did to it, I had to take the head off. Let me raise this up for you guys so you can actually see what the hell is going on. Yeah, I had to take the head off to unstuck one of the valves because they were stuck open. Don't ask how I unstuck the valves, but I unstuck them so it has compression again. Then the next thing I did was I had to take all this off. Let me lower this back down. Had to take all this off. There's a flywheel under here. A flywheel bolt. When I took it off, it took the threads off the bolt. So I had to get a new bolt. But also I had to clean the points because this thing has a points in the condenser. It's one of the old engines. I think this thing's from the 70s, if I don't know. But if you know more about it, comment it down below. Then the next thing I had to do was clean the carburetor 3-4 times, trying to get that cleaned out. It would not do anything. Had to hook the governor back on. There was an oil leak here, or this. I think this is where you would have an oil pressure, oil switch, or oil level light. I had to reseal that. Then I had to unstick the starter. This thing is electric start, surprisingly. Starter was seized, the solenoid didn't work. I had to break all that stuff free. It came free eventually. But it actually runs. You may think that is a fuel tank. That's my homemade fuel tank. It even has a fuel filter. And this thing, the muffler is completely rotted out, so this thing is straight piped. This thing sounds like a clapped out mini bike. This is your throttle, which it does not really work too well. What else is this thing to say about it? Yeah, this thing has electric start, has an ignition switch, has a fuse, and let me lower this back down for you guys. I guess that's the lowest the camera tripod could go, but this is where your oil goes. What I noticed about this thing when I was trying to do an oil change, this thing has a one-piece connecting rod. Like a normal engine, there's a connector rod that sits on the crankshaft. There's like a cap that goes on it, around it. You tighten the bolts, and that's how that works. This is actually pressed onto the crankshaft when you're building it. So when you have to rebuild it, you have to replace the whole crankshaft when your connector rod goes out. So that's one other thing I noticed about it. So that's all about the review and what I had to do to get it running. Now let's get the startup and demonstration. Alright, we're at the testing grounds. I'm gonna see if this thing runs. While I was taking it out here, I actually left the check plug out, so I spilled about all the oil. So I had to fill it back up. Alright. There's gas in it, we're gonna see if it runs. Oh yeah, choking. Alright, that's a startup and run of the Honda G80 engine. Hope y'all liked the video. Like and subscribe. And see y'all in next week's video. Get out!